I want to get right to that breaking news from overnight from the Middle East. Rockets seen flying over Israel as the IDF says it launched a preemptive strike on the Iran-backed militant group Hezbollah in Lebanon.
Israel says the group was planning an extensive and imminent attack. Hezbollah responding to the strikes by launching hundreds of rockets and drones.
And the situation in the region growing more tense amid efforts to forge a ceasefire in Gaza. We're going to begin our team coverage here with ABC's Britt Clennett in Tel Aviv right now. Britt, good morning to you.
Good morning, Gio. Yeah, a major escalation in regional tensions here. Israel is saying it carried out preemptive strikes involving 100 planes to take out targets in southern Lebanon ahead of a significant attack against its territory. Explosions and flashes of rocket fire lighting up the sky over the Israel-Lebanon border in the most heated exchange of fire between Israel and Hezbollah since the war began, amplifying the risk of a regional war. Scores of Israeli missiles fired into southern Lebanon to take out Hezbollah military targets. After the IDF said it identified Hezbollah preparing an extensive and imminent attack on Israel. Sirens blaring across northern Israel as Hezbollah fired at least 320 rockets into Israeli territory, the most in a single day since the Gaza war began. The Iran-backed group confirming it has started phase 1 of its attack, in retaliation for Israeli strikes that killed its top military commander in Beirut 3 weeks ago. The IDF telling ABC News most of the intended targets were in the north, but also included intelligence bases and the headquarters of its spy agency Mossad just north of Tel Aviv. 3 killed and 2 injured in Lebanon, according to their health ministry. No casualties reported in Israel. Tel Aviv's main airport, Ben Gurion, shut for 2 hours this morning. The Israeli government also limiting gatherings and restricting recreational activities. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said his government is determined to do everything possible to protect our country, adding, "Whoever harms us, we harm them." President Biden watching closely, with Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin reaffirming the U.S.'s commitment to Israeli security. And with ceasefire talks resuming to secure the return of the remaining hostages and reduce the threat of a larger regional war, an Israeli official confirming that talks will go ahead in Cairo without direct participation from Hamas and no real breakthrough expected. Negotiations stalling over Netanyahu's insistence on keeping an Israeli military presence at the Egypt-Gaza border. Arwa Naif, speaking to me from Deir al-Balah, where hundreds of Gazans are being evacuated, says she's frustrated by the inability of the leaders to end the suffering there.
We, people on the ground, we are not among the calculations of any of these parties.
Now, the IDF said most of the intended targets were in the north, but also included some in central Israel. Sources now telling ABC News those targets were estimated to be intelligence bases and the headquarters of its spy agency Mossad just north of Tel Aviv. Gio?
All right, Britt, thank you so much for your reporting.